DCP Player free. Get it now from digital.net.au.
Is 2 years between the introduction of a feature and when it's finally available in a large number of theaters too much to ask?
I don't think so. I don't understand the question.
So right now we have equipment in the field that's got software that's still operating from 2008. 2009. So we're a full 6 years beyond the introduction of features, and yet those features aren't widely available. And as I said during my opening remarks, that's expanding to the point where it looks like it's going to be 10 years before we can count on those features. We essentially have to wait for all the older equipment to die and be replaced before we can start to use features that we designed 6 years ago.
And there's no guarantee that those features will be in the new equipment. Right?
Yeah.
It could be running old software.
Right.
It's all about providing a motivation.
Yeah.
A big stick is if you want to, get the industry to periodically upgrade to the new stuff.
It's motivation and education. I mean, the fact of the matter is, a lot of cinema owners purchased this equipment in 2008 under the basis that they thought it would last 10 years. And they built it on the basis it would last 10 years. You've got Series 1, Series 2 projectors, and you've got all these new features that Series 2 projectors can do that Series 1 will not. And they're trying to deal with that. But the other thing is, they never had to service their other equipment before, change their other equipment before. So they've got this mindset that they buy the equipment, they run it for 15 years, and then they replace it with the new sound processor that Dolby releases, or DTS or whoever. And that's type of what's going on here. If they don't need to upgrade the equipment, they won't.
Yeah.
So they have to be given a need, and that need isn't going to come from a person who wants to do the work. That need needs to come from a person who's going to provide them the content. And that's the only person that can really drive it. And especially if these poor gentlemen will run around like, all night long for 24 hours and madly get new versions out to them to solve the problem because that's the fastest way to fix it. The need is never going to really crystallise to their bottom line. And so they'll leave things the way they are.
What about as soon as the VPFs expire, studios, what would you think of doing a yearly allocation for maintenance to theaters?
Yeah, that didn't go over as well as I thought it.
No one's head exploded. So
And on that bombshell, I'd like to thank my panelists for participating here.